Hello everyone, my name is Chetan Kumar and I am a data analyst. I have over 8 years experience working on data. Welcome to Data Analytics World, your go-to place to all things data analytics. In today's video, we are diving into Alteryx filter tool, a powerful tool that allows you to split your data based on condition. Whether you're working on with large data set or need to focus on specific criteria, the filter tool is essential for refining your data. The Alteryx filter tool helps you separate your data based on specific condition. It works by splitting your dataset into two parts, one that meets your condition and another one that doesn't. This is particularly useful when you need to focus on certain subsets of data for analysis or reporting and transformation. Let's see how do we use it. So we'll continue from the same place where we left in our last video, the select tool. If you have not watched the last video, please go ahead and watch the last two videos. That will help you to understand the input tool and the select tool. So today we are going to focus on the filter tool. So to get the filter tool, as I mentioned in my previous video, you have to go to the palette. In filter tool belongs to the preparation palette. If you have not marked it as your favorite, it won't show it up here. You have to go to preparation palette. You select first, look for filter and just drag. Now filter condition. How do we use the filter? Filter tool has two options. When you write a condition over here, this is the canvas to write the condition. You will get two outputs. One is the true output, another one is the false output. The true output will contain the record that meet your condition, false that does not meet your condition. You can use these two streams for further processing or analysis depending on your needs. Let's say you're working with a data set of customer orders. Okay, we are working on the orders data. And you want to filter out orders that have total value greater than 500. The sales value is greater than 500. So by using filter tool, you can create two data streams, one that has high value that is greater than 500 and remaining are less than 500. We only want to track the order that is more than 500 billion dollars. Okay, so how do we process it? Let's write a condition. So I want to check for sales, right? So let's go to the column that states sales. I want to go to sales and I want to check if the sales value, as we checked, we need the sales value where it is greater than 500 and above, right? So we'll go to greater than or equal to, is greater than or above, and we'll just write the sales value as 500. So as soon as we selected the numerical value, you will get these equal sign, greater than or less than. So that you can write the numerical value here, and as soon as we run, we'll get the sales data for that is 500 and above. There is 500 and above. All the sales data that is 500 and above, and remaining will be in the false condition that is 500 and below. So you can split the data and you can do further analysis. Now let me show you something with the dimensional data. For example, not instead of sales, let me just filter the data based on a dimension called ship mode. And as soon as we select ship mode, as you can see, the entire thing changed, right? We're using a string value as of now. So string value does not have those numerical conditions. So now if I want to select, go to equals, and I want to just look for ship mode equals first class. And if I click on run, so the entire data set will split into first is the true condition, that is the first class, as if you can see here, it's only first class. And it's difficult to understand, there are 1538 records. How do I identify if other records are not coming in, right? I'll just get a summarize tool that will only give me the ship mode. Just filter out on ship mode and just click on run. And as you can see, it's only the first class. Remaining everything is in the second bucket, that's the false condition. Now, for example, if in the next condition, you can use filter tool as chain, but it's only required if you have few conditions that you want to write in the center, like there are few criteria that you need to execute, few process that you follow, and then use another filter tool. Yeah, that criteria you can use, but but when you are using one filter tool, you can write multiple conditions. Let me show you what are the uh, different ways for that. So first, as soon as you write the basic filter, like click on basic filter, you get an option to select and choose the field. If you don't do the calculation, if you want to further do the calculation, just click on strip mode and again just copy this and paste it here. So we don't get anything here, right? Looking for first class and second class. Why do you think there is no data? The reason is we are looking for first class, and in the same line I'm looking for second class. So and fails that condition. If we change it to or, and then when we run this, we'll have the data for first class and second class both. As you can see, we have first class and second class both. You can even change it in different conditions. For example, if you just select first and second class, copy the cells. There's an option when you, if you want to filter out on something and you don't want to type it, you can just select that particular cell, click on right click and click on the cell without header, with header based on your condition. And if you want to copy the whole the column with header, that also you can do. I just want these two sets, so I just click on copy. Now let me show you if when we write the condition. For example, if I am writing the condition called ship mode, I want just first class, second class. Instead of writing that and or, we can even use in, and we can just paste it. Let's click on double quote this. So there are no errors, right? If there are any errors, it will not execute. So if there is no error, it executed perfectly. But when we get the summarize tool here at this condition and click on ship mode and click on run. As soon as we click on run, as you can see, it shows only second class, but we have selected first and second class both. Why do you think it is not there? So when you there, this is an important thing. So when you are writing these conditions, you should be aware of not only the syntax, you should be aware of even if their punctuations are wrong. For example, you have it's looking for first class, right? We have first class, it's matching everything whatever is here. But why it's not showing? Because there's an extra space here. As soon as you move this back, this space is there, that it's considering this entire thing as one string, and it's looking for that same thing under zip mode, that's not available. That's why it's not able to filter out. So just remove that and run it. So as soon as you run it, you will see first and second class both. So you should be aware of the syntax, what you're writing, the conditions that you are adding in the custom filter, because custom filter will filter out the exact thing. If there are any errors, it's either going to throw an error or it'll give you a false information. So always make sure these conditions are met, because in basic filter you can mention things, but because there is only single condition that it takes under basic filter, but under custom filter you can write multiple conditions for that reason. Now let me show you another example. For example, if I want to now further do filter on category, if I want to go to category and let's check which category do we need to should we filter. If we go to category and let's filter on furnitures, okay, and we go to this filter and paste it here and run it. Now what we did here is we first filter out the data based on first and second class if it is available. Then we use filter on the category called furniture, and we have all the data that is in the true condition in the true bucket as furniture, and the false bucket will have everything remaining. But instead of use, if these conditions are okay, or if you have further calculations or analysis that we are doing, or the logic that we are building in between this, if you want to build some logic before you filter out on furniture, yes, this filter is okay to use. But when you are using one filter, you should never use the next filter just after that. That you can better combine this filter instead of this. You can just copy this, just write an end condition here and paste it. So category equals funny. You can write multiple conditions over here and it'll filter out the data. It's similar to when you write SQL queries, you write where conditions, right? So you're writing all the conditions here in one place. Even you can do the same thing with the database too. When you're writing SQL queries, if you're using where condition, if you want to, don't want to use the where condition within the SQL queries in the input, and you want to do some calculation, and after that you want to do use the filter, you can use these conditions over there. This is one way you can avoid multiple filters that consumes more time. For processing time will decrease, and you will minimize your work. Just make sure these are prone to errors. So whenever you write this condition, always make sure everything is correct. Syntax is perfectly fine. So always test your condition. Always double check your condition to make sure your data is being split as expected. And apply filters early in your workflow to reduce size of your data set and for the performance. And you can chain multiple filters. So it's best to combine multiple filters and always do it beforehand. So when you are writing this condition, we are applying this on an Excel file or a database, and the data set is very large. You can apply this filter in the start, so you can avoid the data that is not required for your business, or that's not under the requirement that you don't need it. So it will is what you call it will make your processing fast. Your workflow will work faster than usual. It'll avoid using the data that's not required, and it will be more optimized. So conditions not working. So always what are the conditions where it's going to throw an error or it's going to fail. So whenever you feel any such thing when you're writing the custom filter, always double check your syntax, ensure that the field names are correct, and make sure the condition captures all the necessary data and test before you run the values. The Alteryx filter tool is a simple yet powerful tool, and it's a way to split the data based on certain condition. Whether you're working with sales, customer data, or any data set, filtering helps you to focus on the data that matters the most. And now this video is all about the Alteryx filter tool. Thanks for watching today's video. If you have any questions or comments, leave them below, and don't forget to like and subscribe. And for more data analytics tips, please go ahead and watch other videos for data analytics world, and please leave comment if you have any doubts. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.